welcome to No Enemies Here, the show where I finally, but finally, understood that it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Now, this is going to be a little bit of a different rant. Is that most of you know, with my big mouth, and you know, I'm just an open book, that I'm going through a divorce after 20 years. I don't know why. There was no reason given. And with that no reason given, obviously there's stress, and also I have to sell the house, and you know, it's my house, and well, that's it. Sell the house, you know. And last night my dog was whimpering while I was asleep. I get up and she's on all fours, like on the floor, splat, and there's shit all over the place. And I thought, oh my God, Gracie. And she couldn't get up. So I thought this was it. This is when I have to say goodbye to my family, Gracie. And I was up all night cleaning the floor, cleaning her. She wanted to be beside me. And I was calling the vet to see if they can come and do home euthanization, if that's a word. And she bounced back again. Now, you might think, and you're probably right in saying, Dan, you idiot. You're an idiot. You mean this happened before? Well, it happened before, but not with the feces. And she is 17 years old, and she is a lab mix. So that's actually quite impressive that she's that old. And she's walking around now as if nothing happened. So I called the vet and I said, no, it's over. And then, I mean, while all this was going on, many hours passed. And during that time, at 3 o'clock in the morning, I put in a pork shoulder roast in the Instant Pot, so I have some food for the next 5 days, you know what I mean? And I'm always building models now, and I think that is my therapy. And a lot of people think, well, that's stupid and silly. Yeah, it is. But it helps me. It's meditative. And that's when I realized things that nothing really matters. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that you're getting divorced. It doesn't matter that you're selling your house. It's a building. It doesn't matter that you have to sell your games. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. It just doesn't matter. What matters is taking care of the people you love and really not asking for anything in return, because if it doesn't matter, when you don't get it, the thing in return, you're not gonna be angry or stressed out about it. So if you go on day by day and you made it through this day, regardless of what's happening in the world, because that is affecting me. But I think we have media overload. We did not have this 30 years ago. We weren't stressed out about the conflicts between Israel and Iran as much as we are today. Today it's in your face. Everybody Everybody has a cell phone. Everybody records. Everybody has an opinion. And you know what? An opinion is just that. An opinion. It doesn't matter. If you don't have a fact, then don't even talk to me about some crisis. Talk to me about what your Aunt May cooked and you still remember. Talk to me about, look at the clouds, how beautiful they are. And they, you know, what can you do with dandelions? And we discuss dandelions for an hour. And with me smoking a pipe and having a beverage, which I shouldn't anymore. I should take care of myself. But I'm going through things, right? So, so I'm gonna live alone for the first time. I'm 61 years old. Wow, think about it. I'm gonna make it just like you guys, girls, women, men. Who cares? Made it. Yeah, there's a story in between. You're gonna make it and making it, which could be very interesting. You know, Alan Watts said that. You're going to make it, you know you're going to make it. But the experience in between is what's interesting. It's surprising. And it's true. It's true. Because in my years of study at the university, I studied 10 years. 10 years at an institution of higher learning. And it used to dawn on me that even like in 5 years I was having troubles, I don't know, with an exam or something. And I would say to myself, oh, it's the journey, Dan. This is the journey. When you're going to make it, you're going to look back at all this with nice memories regardless. Because around your troubles, there was nice memories, and you'll remember that. At least I do. And when I finished my degree, and by the way, not that it matters, but I am the first North American graduate on solo marimba. In North America, in 1993, when I graduated. Who cares? Look, I don't play anymore. But that's what the accomplishment, I guess, that I did, which I didn't know till I was confronted with it and the news and all that. Doesn't matter, man. It's your 15 minutes if you want it, you know? I don't know if Andy Warhol gave us 15 or gave us 10, but someone gave us 15. 15, whatever. And all the stuff I did, the way I get into something, when I get into something, like I said, I am totally immersed. I understand that subject I'm getting into to its fullest degree. That's for sure. And we just had, oh my God, I forget his name on the chit show. Not Jack. Is it Jack? Steven? Oh my God. And he said, what the hell was I saying? What I'm talking about? I forgot. Anyways, so I came to the realization that expect everything and expect nothing. I am gonna go on about life, enjoying life, really, really enjoying it. Like my friendship with all of you people, which think about it. Like, why the hell would you be listening to me? You know what I'm saying? Either you share a common interest, war games, or you share a common ideology. Because who the hell am I? You know? I'm the same as you people. And I like the STUKAJOEs in life, the Gary Mengel in life, ARDWULF, the multitude of people, the Herman Lutmans, the David Heaths, the Mark Walkers, the Mark Hermans, John Butterfields, all these people have made a difference in my life, which is they've become friendly with me. And what an honor. What an honor to have friends. What an honor for people to express their gratitude, their sorrow, just taking the time to remember your name. You know what I mean? I mean, Robert Fripp said in one of the last documentaries of King Crimson that he did, is that he had met someone a long time ago and met that person again, and that person remembered his name, and that made all the difference. I mean, to remember someone's name, you were in that person's memory, in their psyche, for the time you met till now, which is unbelievable, which is actually very touching, because why would you remember that person? Well, because that person, there was a connection, you know? And that's it, basically. It's a strange kind of opening, but I'm doing better mentally for sure. I mean, even though what I've been through today was just, and yesterday was just out of the ordinary. But what an experience it is. My dog is walking around as if there was nothing, and I almost mistakenly euthanized her. I mean, holy shit, man. Like, how can you make a mistake doing that? Well, you can. Or I can. And I'm glad it turned out the way it turned out. So, enjoy the show. And enjoy the show, man. Have a good one.
Black Cherry.
Here we go with the crux of the show! The opening, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. If I heard someone else saying that, I'd give him a shot in the head. But anyway, that's the way I feel. So here we go with the crux of the show. This week, we have Hex to Hex with 2 videos, and it's the great battles of the American Civil War. Wardy and Hexy play Big Bethel. Huh? Parts 1 and Part 2. Wardy, he's the Hugh Hefner of War Games. Hex Encountered, 4 videos. JU-87 STUKAJOE by Lock and Load. It's a gameplay, Part 1. And he also looks at Spring Prelude from Compass. It's a first look and detailed rules review. Then that looks like a picture of my ex-mother-in-law. War Game Monsters, an introduction. I don't know, that looks pretty cool. I hope it's a book, I didn't look at it. And also Operation Typhoon by Decision Games, so a biggie wiggy game. First look and a rules overview, all of this on Hexed Encountered. Not to be mistaken with Hex to Hex. My favorite Frenchie, Fred Serval with the stoic James. I interviewed James, I forget his last name, but he is from Breton. This is Fred is from Homoludens YouTube channel, and it's Stalingrad Roads War Game Teach and Play on Homoludens. Then ID Jester has one video connected to War Games. All the others he's playing a tactical game. I saw him on the live stream. I joined in, and he says, "Don't worry, Dan, I'll be back, but in a while." Hey, I got no worries, man. I know you'll be back. What do you mean be back? You're there anyways. So here it's the War Room, top 5 war games you've played so far. Excuse me, in 2025. God, we're in June. You already played 5 games? Yee. Alright. Respect! Jim Ozarski. 4 videos. Panzermarsch for Chain of Command 2nd edition. Then Bloody Omaha Part 2 for Ein Big Shot, Mum. Then goes to Longstreet 1863 Part 2 and Delayed Action at Ardennes for I Ain't Been Shot, Mum. Ardennes. I hope it's in French, then you would pronounce it Ardennes. If it's in Italy, you would pronounce it Oh! And if it's in English, you would pronounce it, in English. If it was in America, you'd pronounce it, I don't know, I can't read. I'm joking. God, relax. All this on Jim Ozarski's channel. For our Spanish viewers, Julius Fairfax, and it's also auto-dubbed in English, looks at his favorite games of 2024. Juste Garde, one video on its Lace Wars, Army of Roussillon, Red Sash Games, Part 4, Campaign Plans for 1690. Hey Gracie, don't do like you did last time. Oh, okay, I gotta go. Give me a second. I had to stop the vid because Gracie and I had a conversation, a heart-to-heart last time. She hung a rat in my room looking me straight in the eye, basically telling me to go to hell. So she came to me right now, and as I was doing Juste Garde's Lace Wars Part 4 Campaign Plans for 1690, and we went outside and she hung a rat outside, and that's all. And we go on. KilRoyWasHere, 8 videos, not really, but 5 videos. He looks at Final Fantasy, bundled by MTG. This is an unbox and pre-release update. And then Undo, a new segment, Blood in the Gutter. Oh, Undo is the game, sorry, by Pegasus Spiele. Unboxing with no spoilers. Plus Coffee with Kilroy, my favorite segment. Field of Glory, Ancient and Medieval Wargaming Rules by Osprey. Then The Bell of Treason, 1938 Munich Crisis in Czechoslovakia. Yes, Hitler was a treasonous prick. And Limits of Glory by Maida, 1806 Form Square Games, an unboxing first look, and Command and Colors Medieval Battle of the Catalonian Plains. That would be in Spain. Alright, that's happening with Kilroy. Legendary Tactics 3 videos, full Heroescape terrain set review, snow, swamp, water, land, that's pretty cool. And then I tried the company assault course to learn Fields of Fire. I'd like to hear his take. Plus 1989 Dawn of Freedom playthrough. Twilight Struggle fans need to see this on Legendary Tactics. The man who looks like a vampire, Mark Felton of Mark Felton Production, has 2 videos in its Denazified Warriors, West Germany's World War II era military awards, and The Last Shah, how Iran changed from Western ally to enemy. Mark Felton Productions.
For the third Wednesday of June 2025, Seek Out and Play presents Die to Ascenso, the expansion for Orange Swan by Vento Nuovo Games. The video covers the components and the 6 variants presented in the expansion that may be used in the game. In addition, the video covers the bidding rules that determine how many variants the Japanese player may add to their side. Orange Swan is a strategic-level block game that covers the Pacific theater of World War II. Check out more videos when you subscribe to the Seek Out and Play YouTube channel. In addition, there is a monthly Speak Out and Play podcast, which you can find on Buzzsprout and Spotify. For just $2 per month, you can support the channel by becoming a Patreon member and see the videos and podcast 48 to 72 hours in advance. At least one new video is released every week on the Seek Out and Play YouTube channel, so I will see you next Wednesday.
So this is where all the important stuff happens, and it's not a very big room, but I get everything done in here. And over here on the wall, here we have my GMT game collection, and then on the right hand side it turns into MMP, and then it continues all the way down, all the way to the floor. You can see down there, it's quite a bit there. Then over on my center wall, let's see if I can get a picture up there. That's continuing with the gamers and MMP. Then I've got Avalanche Press starts taking over and then turning into Avalon Hill. And then over in the corner here, we have some Victory Games, Avalon Hill, SBI, and some other things. And then when we get down here, there's some miscellaneous games there from other collections. And then there's some down below there. Some of those are sports games. And then, of course, this table is all full of stuff. And then, let's see, magazine games. We've got S&T, and there's Decision Games Minis there. And then we have a number of miscellaneous magazines. Command Magazine, World at War, with the Wargamer, Modern War, and then Special Ops, and then here's some other games here that haven't been put away yet. Then in this closet, I've got some games up there from Clash of Arms, Compass Games Collection, down on the bottom, Decision Games, and let's see what's in here. Can I even get in here? Yep. So I've got Library of Napoleonic games, and then more games down there. And let's see. This filing cabinet is all strategy and tactics magazines. So that's most of the game collection, but I'm going to shut this off and we're going to go look in one more location. Okay, now I'm downstairs at my house. These are some other games. These tend to be down here mostly because I was playing these with my grandkids. And what's not depicted here are games that I have that are in my I have a camp about a mile north of here, and I probably have, I don't know, 10 games stored up there. So, anyway, hopefully you enjoyed looking at this game collection.
Nanguaya, 4 videos. The Arendz translation attrition, ATA for livestream 121. Is that William Arendz? Oh, I think he's got 2 R. Then War Summary for June 8th to June 14th, 1917. The Russians' 3rd, 5th, and 9th armies make their move. January 3rd and 4th, 1915. And then the last video is just an update on how I'm doing in making components for the SPI game on Nanguaya. Nerd Workshop, GMT Games Tri-Pack 2, Battles of the American Revolution, counter trays. He makes counter trays. Check it out. I don't know if he gives the files for free, but check it out. They look really nice. Patrick's Tactics and Tutorials continuing Thunder in the Mississippi, an advanced game. Scenario 12, the Vicksburg Campaign. Session number 8. Phoenix Night, 4 videos, the Guild of Merchant Explorers, plus Mansion of Madness, and Metal Gear Solid, the board game. I got it. And Aeon's End on Phoenix Night. Prasuta the Orwell Wargamer, has 1 video concerning a mini-game series by Decision Games, and it's Balaclava, Breaking the Siege, 23rd of October, 1858, an unbagging. Pushing Cardboard, the Ox of Wargames. So why are you saying the Ox? Why am I saying the Ox? That is, you're asking? It's because that's what John Entwistle was called. 2 videos. Supply Lines of American Revolution, Northern Theater, and Band of Brothers, Stalin's favorite unboxing. I assisted on a live feed of the Ox yesterday. Had a great time. The guy's a super nice guy. And then I figure out why he's a super nice guy. Because he's Canadian. On Pushing Cardboard. The Professor, Riccardo Mazzini, Wargame Academy 3, The Movement. And this is Blue and Gray Antietam. So Riccardo, for our Italian listeners, will explain to you Movement, his take on Movement. Stephen Dolge's 3 videos. All 3 of them are the same subject, and it's Highway to the Kremlin 2. Campaign Parts 2 turns 5 to 8. Part 3 turns 9 to 22, and a post-mortem on Stephen Dolge's channel. Storm of Steel Wargaming gives us his hobby update. Got some cool games there, Storm. Alright. Tabletop Minions. Amazing, simple Rust technique for terrain and more. I gotta watch that. Why don't you watch it too? Why don't you come over to the model side? The models. This is the FAMO. FAMO 18-ton half-track. 18 tons! Alright? It's a big one. Come over to the model side. We'll talk. It's fun. It's a new thing. Tabletop Sci-Fi. Fallen Land, Fallen Dominion, a review, and how to play. Wow. Oh, it's 43 minutes. Okay, so he will show us how to play it. I thought he doesn't do many reviews, not that I know of, but lots of fun. The Board Game Chronicles, 2 videos, and it's Fields of Fire Advanced Academy, Tank versus Tank Combat, and the part 2, and tips and tricks how to translate my video to your language. See, that's what's happening now. Cody and Ray of the Discriminating Gamer have 8 videos. Save South Vietnam. This looks like an MMP game, if I'm not mistaken, or The Gamers. Doesn't look like a new game, Cody. Then Fate Forge, Chronicles of Khan, unboxing with Ray. Wreckland Run unboxing with Ray. Then the Mandalorian Adventures Clan of 2 expansions. Return to the Dark Tower unboxing with Ray. Hoplomachus Remastered Pandora's Wake and Proving Grounds unboxing with Ray. Cult of the Deep with Ray. All of this on the Discriminating Gamer. That fantastic channel by Indy Nidell called The Korean War has one video, and it's the Korean War Week 52 MacArthur Fades Ceasefire Hopes Rise, and this is June 17th, 1951. MacArthur. He's a flake. Alright. The Gentlemen of the Players 8 have 4 videos. They review War Story by Osprey Games. Then they unbox Drop Zone Southern France by Worthington. And they review Crisis 1914 by Worthington. And unbox Castelnuovo 1539 by Draco Ideas. All of this on the fantastic channel that is The Players 8. Excuse me. Hey, Joe. Cazzo! Look at all this destruction we created. What the hell are you standing on? New periscope. A periscope? What the hell are you doing with a periscope out in here? I don't know. What do you want me to say? That's the guy who created us. Oh. Hey, why'd you do that? Oh, you're gonna answer me? Joe, the guy ain't talking. Forget about that cats and ghoul. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's go kill the people. Right up your ass. Stay tuned for the next adventures of Joe Bud, where Joe Bud is in search of water. Oh, creatures! If you smoke, don't smoke. It's gonna kill you. So if you smoke, don't. You know why? Because you're gonna die. It's gonna kill you. So if you smoke, don't smoke. Joe Bud loves you. So vaffanculo, okay? GIMPY of the Gimpy Gamer 3 videos, The Conquistadors, the Spanish Conquest of the Americas. Yes, Broken Arrow has arrived, and then he gives you his initial impressions of Broken Arrow on the Gimpy Gamer. Wargame Ramble is at Civil War battlefields. And it's funny though, and when you look at it like this, it's like so peaceful and this and that. There was mass carnage. Mass carnage. The likes people have never, ever seen. I don't know if Napoleonics was this mass carnage-y. But, this was bad, man. Bad. For our Polish viewers, Wojennik TV, 2 videos, an unboxing of Red Dust Rebellion, plus a review of Daitoshi on Wojennik TV. Look at this guy. You wouldn't believe how old this guy is. 27. Forever 27. He's looking at Castelnuovo 1539 gameplay and impressions. This is a Siege Warfare board game by Draco Ideas, designed by Francisco Ronco, on Zilla Blitz Forever 29. The Hugh Hefner of War Games, Wardy Role Plays World War II. 2 videos, Big Bethel, Great Battles of the American Civil War with HEXES, and it's a live play and learning game. Plus, HEXES and him continue Big Bethel on Wardy Role Plays World War II. Aaron Plays has 7 videos. Fields of Fire, Korea 1950, Chosen Reservoir Campaign. Then he does, again, the Fields of Fire, but this time the Normandy Campaign. This is Mission 2. Going back to Korea 1950 and the Chosen Reservoir, Mission 1, Turn 2. Going back to Normandy Campaign, Mission 2. Guess what? He's going back to the Chosen Reservoir Campaign, Mission 1, Turn 3. And going back to Fields of Fire Deluxe Edition, obviously, Normandy Campaign, Mission 2, and he's going to end off with going back to the Chosen Reservoir Campaign in Korea in 1950, Mission 1, Turn 4. I'm confused. Actually, I feel a bit nauseous. Too much. Check it out on Aaron Plays. Advanced Squad Leader Spotting Rounds. The stoic man of Advanced Squad Leader Spotting Rounds is unboxing Action Pack number 19. Then Defending Advanced Concepts. And Tactic 101 VBM Sleaze Antifreeze. I don't know what that is. And Chapter 6 of Historical ASL Starter Solitaire Advanced Squad Leader Historical Primer. Holy moly! On Advanced Squad Leader Spotting Rounds. Advanced Squad Leader Academy. 1 video, and it's Advanced Squad Leader Random Selection Show, episode number 4. Agility Snips Gaming Table, 4 videos. War of the Rings playthrough. Number 1, Part 1, A Cavalcade of Poor Choices. Then, Just Realizing Something Too Late, Vietnam Mission 3, Part 9 of the deluxe version of Fields of Fire. Then he goes to Mike Bertuccelli's Wolf Pack, The Approach is Dangerous, Patrol 3, Part 1, and then goes back to War of the Ring, playthrough number 1, Part 2, The Shadow Armies Gather Strength. Is this the Reiner Knizia game? I keep asking, someone tell me, War of the Rings, is this the Reiner Knizia game? Thank you. Artie of ARDWULF'S Lair has a lot of videos, but I chose these 2. The Chit Show with Dan and Artie. I'm Dan. Miniature Wargaming at Origins 2025 with Steve Fratt. We had a good time with Steve. Steve's nice guy. And Counterclipping episode 227, Publisher Spotlight VUCA Simulation. Published and incoming by VUCA on ARDWULF'S Lair. The Chief and Bonding with Board Games and RPGs gives us a How to Character Create Part 2 Everyday Heroes and Miami Vice video. You should know about cops. He's a cop on Bonding with Board Games and RPGs. Buckles Piffle is back, and he looks at 15mm Russian Napoleonic updates, and he painted those. That's tiny. Alright. The man famously known as Calandale, Enrico Viglino, has 3 videos. Nations in Arms, Second Coalition, then Versailles 1919, an intro, and Part 1. This is a game by Mark Herman and forget the other guy's name. Sorry, but that's what it is, and that's what's happening on Calandale's channel. Camp Sawyer, 4 videos, same subject, Sedgwick attacks, and it's, my God, in all of this, 1 hour goes. 4 videos, 1 hour goes of a rebel ambush. Check it out on Camp Sawyer. Card. Welcome to discontent. I just recorded like 8 minutes of video and there was no audio. Now I'm hoping this works here, the audio, because I'm discontented enough. For God's sake. Okay, here we go. Man. I got into creating this. It's a lathe. It's a steel lathe, as a matter of fact. And it's in 135 scale. And you're saying, Dan, well, you know, why are you doing that? Why not? You know, it's what it is. So let me start by showing you just the engine. This is the engine on a bottle cap. And I had to put together the 4 sides or the 6 sides. Then I had to put together the handle, all the levers. That's all me. That's all me. It didn't come like that. And this is the finished product. Look at that. Now, obviously, you're looking at it. It's not painted. It's still not sanded properly. There's still glue all over the place, which I'm still learning how to not create a lot of glue. But some of those pieces are the size of the size of a bead, a really small bead, man. Okay, but there's a lot of pieces. Here's another shot. Look at that. Even the screw lathe thing to bring the lathe back and forth. Not the lathe, but the middle platform. It's not bad. A back shot here. See, and you're gonna again. You see all like the scratches and all that. Relax. Take it easy. All right, because people, when they criticize, they have their asshole connected to their eyeball. So right away they go to the worst part of whatever and criticize that. Relax. Watch what comes out of your mouth, huh? Don't forget, your eyeball's connected to your asshole. Here's another shot. I thought this was real cool. I really enjoyed building this. How long did it take? I would say it took me a good, I would say 5 hours, okay? Here it is, painted. I know you would say wow. I say wow. But this is painted as if you'd be buying a brand new lathe. And I'm still gonna weather it a little bit. Weathering means to dirty it up to a realistic working lathe, right? And here's another shot. You know, you could see on the pan where all the steel will collect. It's like there's oil spots, but that's not oil spots because all of this was painted by marker. There was no paintbrush used here, okay? And that just gives me an idea, this picture, to put oil spots there. And I will. Here's a top shot. Look at that. I mean, those markers, man. You know, like the sheen off of the steel, because all steel, the silver steel is wow, really nice. In the back, as you can see, I'm not finished painting at the bottom because my marker could not go there without messing up the green supports. All right, here's another shot. Ain't that nice? And is this the same shot? It's the same shot. All right, so my next project, amongst many others, because I do a lot here, is this, a 5-ton gantry crane and equipment. So I plan on having, and again, this is all going to be on the German side. I plan on having like the Maybach engine being hoisted up by the gantry. All right? All right. Then I started doing a diorama, just for the hell of it, because I had nothing else to do in life, right? Okay, so Let's go here. So the diorama, I started with this shot. I added a little bit of this is real vegetation. Okay, I put some white glue, as you can see, the pencil, not the pencil, the paintbrush to your left. And I stuck it down. So I matted it because I'm gonna have either vehicles or people walking through that on a regular basis in my head, obviously. And so it's matted down. Here's a side shot. You have to have shrubbery on either side, you know. And here we go with that. And I didn't want to add too much, but then I went crazy. So look, I bought this diorama. As you can see, still to your right side, the stones. You can see the joint line. I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna fix it. All right. And look at that poster. It says, "You, what are you doing?" So that's a Bersaglieri and a Wehrmacht soldier pointing at you and saying, "What are you doing?" Propaganda, propaganda. All right. And so with that said, I added a pack 40 with 3 guys. There's missing 1 guy. He'll show up later. And I did a good job with the pack 40. The Wehrmacht are not painted like the pack 40 is painted, but nevertheless, it doesn't matter. Here's a front shot, or a side front shot, and you know what? There, your asshole eye goes right away to the sergeant or the hauptmann pointing, and you're gonna say, "Well, what's on his face?" I knew you were gonna say that. That is the connection lines when they were molded, and these are some of my first minis, and they weren't cleaned up properly, which I will clean up because now I notice it on this photo, because I've got an asshole eye too, though I've learned in music to shut your mouth sometimes, but for me it doesn't work, it comes out. And okay, here's the top view. That's not bad. As you can see, all the mechanical parts in the on the pack 40. All right, here's a front view, and I said, "Hey, Dan, add some shrubbery all over the place." And then I went crazy. But you can't see it, man. And if this were real life from far, you're not gonna see that. But you're gonna see the line on the Hauptmann. Whatever. Here's a side shot of that. The 4th guy just showed up. The other guy, I don't know what he's doing. He's probably clapping. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, awa, hey. You know, I don't speak German. Here's another shot. I added some stones. These are real stones glued with crazy glue, as they call CA glue. Cyanoacetate. I think so. Here's some with vegetation complete. Right? That guy's still clapping, man. Huh? But that's not bad, man. You know, you see the burn marks on the wood. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Here's another side shot. Where did I focus? I focused on the back of the guy, not loading, but firing the pack 40. So, that's that. Let's hope that there's volume here, because if there isn't volume, then it's going to be the 3rd time I do this, and that will be taking 2 hours of my time where I'm supposed to do the show. So everybody who's discontented and has an asshole in their eye, have a good day. Cardboard Commander, target for today, unboxing America's air war over Europe. The man with the steel hair, Carl Walmsley, one video in its guards of Trader's Toll, 5 great reasons to play. Minis are fun, man. Alright? Alright. Charles Latorre, the One-Eyed Jack! 4 videos, Panzer Leader, End Run 5, Brits not doing well, 37% losses on gold. Yeesh, 37, holy cow. Again, Panzer Leader, turn 6, calling the game, Allied marginal victory, at least. Well, you made it, Charles. You made it. Huh? You made it to France. Then my Honor Harrington collection, just reread on Basilisk Station. And BSNB. The rule book says, and he goes, huh? What's BSNB? God, BSNB. Battle System and Bras. I don't know. But that's what's happening on the One-Eyed Jack's channel, Charles Latorre. Dave of Dave's Gaming Cave is looking at for Lock and Load's JU-87 Stuka Ace Campaign Part 6, Norway, 1940. Brandt of Dragoon Commander, Armchair Dragoons that is, has 8 videos, and as of this taping, he's probably got another 5,000 because he's at Origins. And there's got to be about 50,000 people at Origins. Dragoon Commander, Brandt's channel. Eric's Table, Napoleonic Battles, 2 videos, and it's Battle of Lobositz 1756, 11:20 turn, and it's a reboot, plus live stream of La Bataille de Moscow, 1812 at 1:40 turn. That's a 1:40 p.m. turn, part 1 on Eric's Table, Napoleonic Battles. Flying Pig Games, 2 videos, June 2025, monthly update from Flying Pig Games, plus 65 squad level battles in the jungles of Vietnam, 2nd edition, TTS tabletop simulator playthrough with them on Flying Pig Games. Doug Weed is back. Gamer's Closet. Nice to see you, Doug. Commonopoly. I wonder if this is as good as Redneckopoly. Anyways, that's what he's doing. He's playthroughing Commonopoly so you don't have to. He suffers for you. He's like the son of God. You know what I'm saying? Suffered for mankind. That's Doug Weed on Gamer's Closet. Gaming with Earl Bickford the Chef. 3 videos, Axis Empires Part 31, Part 32, and then a Clash of Arms game collection on the Shiv's channel, Gaming with ER Bickford. We have the Leonidas of ASL, George Chiotis. AP41, the Meat Grinder, Tips, Tactics, and Analysis. I was listening to a bit of that, and there's a ISU Russian tank, I think, if I'm not mistaken, and he was impressed with the firepower of that because the Russians can't, the Germans can't hold a candle at the power of that tank. What did it have? 120 mil, 155 mil gun? God, what's going on with this world? Bigger is better. That's what she said.
Howdy folks, it's Meandering Mike in the Man Cave of Madness. It's channel update time. I didn't say weekly update or bi-weekly update. That's because there's not going to be a regular schedule of channel updates. The break I'm taking, it's going to be for an indeterminate amount of time, a hiatus. Now, somebody say, wait a minute, anyway, didn't you just have a vacation? Didn't you take a vacation away from the channel? And the answer is yes, but no, I did not. I ended up doing things, covering things, vacation things for the channel, doing videos on it and doing updates on it. So I need a break. So as I said, call it a hiatus. I might do a video here and there. I'm not committing to any certain length of time away or any certain, semi-odd frequency. I'm not like, oh, I'll do one video a month, or I'm no commitment, but how long away, or when I'll do something. All right. So what brought all this about? Well, the world is a chaotic place. There's a lot of chaos and stress going on right now, and we all react to stress and chaos differently, and sometimes we start losing the joy that we had in doing certain things that used to be satisfying to us, things that we enjoyed, things that we would escape to, that would help recharge and refresh us. Sometimes those stop working. And so I need to make some changes in my life. I need just some time away, and like I said, I'm not disappearing. I'm not gonna quit the channel, but this is a hiatus of an undeterminate length, and there may be unscheduled appearances of me showing up on a video or something, but who knows. So that all being said, I want to thank everyone who's here viewing, and like I said, at some point I will be back, and I'll be doing whatever kind of content that might change in some way, shape, or form. So the next time you see me, whether it's on Dan Pincaldi's No Names Here or on my channel directly, until then, now take care of yourself. I always say take care of your games, I'll take care of you, but take care of yourself. Take care of yourself first, because if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of others. Remember the airplane, when the oxygen mask comes down, you put your own mask on first before you put on someone else's, okay? Because if you pass out, you can't help any more people. So take care of yourselves out there in this chaotic and stressful world. So ciao, y'all. Bye.
Another week, another show. Thank you for watching this. Please like and subscribe and support this channel. I just listened to Meandering Mike's video. Jesus, Mike, I hope you take care of yourself. I understand 100% where you're coming from. Enough is enough. I get it. And I think what pushes us to that point is all this social media. We've become enamoredly hooked on social media, and I feel that stress too. I mean, all this, the world is not what I thought the world was gonna be. I don't know if that's naivety or ignorance or something like that, but I'm sure I'm not the only one. And Mike, you just take care of yourself, all right? Because all we can do is support you verbally and monetarily, if that is an issue. But other than that, we can't do squat for your health. That's up to you. As you say, and you say it well too, I have to listen to you and take care of myself. I'm not. I'm writing a little bit, but for me, I can't wait for all this divorce, selling the house, and my dog. I was gonna put her down yesterday because she was, I don't know if I said this in the opening, she shat all over the place. She couldn't get up. She was full of shit, and she was whining, and I thought, oh my God, this is it. I swear to God, an hour later, as I'm talking to the vet, saying, are you coming over, type thing, she bounces back up. So, actually, that gives me hope. Because we're all animals, right? And if she can bounce back up, maybe some of us can. Some of us can't. I always thought emotionally I was a really strong person, and it turns out I ain't. Not at all. I'm stronger physically, and I mean seriously, look at me, Mike, take care, man. anybody who's going through stuff like this, or any stuff, just take care, all right? I don't know how else to say it. And maybe there is another way to say it. It's stop giving a shit so much. You know, people who do give a shit a lot are romantics, real good people, you know? That's why philosophers, they all go mad. Musicians, at one point, they all go mad. And just like you, Mike, I did, 27, 30 years as a pro musician. And I remember one concert, I just didn't give a flying freak about performing. And I said, this is my last performance. And I said it to the audience, this is my last performance because I don't got this passion anymore for performing on this instrument. And if I don't have the passion, you're not going to reap the rewards of my training and my talent, and I ain't gonna have a good time, first and foremost, so that's it. And I never touched that instrument again. As a matter of fact, I sold it because I needed the money. Because what the hell was I gonna do with it? An instrument that is not being played, an instrument of value that is not being played, is a very sad thing. So, Mike, take it easy. Maybe you want to get into modeling. Maybe we can have discussions on modeling. Me, you, and One-Eyed Jack. Hold on, Gracie. Oh, it's 5:14. This is food time. Because I thought she was going to hang her out again. So with that said, everybody, stop giving a shit. Be nice. Yeah, I know, Gracie. I know. And just be nice. Don't expect anything. All right? And you'll be happy. Mike, you take care. And thank you very much for the videos. Thank you very much.